Small country, 2 islands, swimming round in a great ocean. Small country, just millions. Tonight it feels like we can all be friends.
Aloha, my name is Jane Tafaki, talking over Jane Tafaki, Astino mai Tuvalu. Welcome to my home. My family and I, my husband and my 3 girls, we moved to Oamaru in 2019, right before COVID hit, and we've been here ever since.
Hola, soy Ana, originalmente de Uruguay. Hi, I'm Ana. I'm originally from Uruguay, South America.
Hola, yo soy Natalia de Argentina. I'm Natalia from Argentina.
Hello， 我係 Kuna， 我係嚟自香港。佢係 Tova， 但係佢喺度出世嘅。Hello, I'm Kuna. I come from Hong Kong, and she's my daughter Tova, but she was born in New Zealand. She's a real Kiwi.
I'm Shaheen. From Bangladesh. আমি শাহিন বাংলাদেশ থেকে আসছি এখানে নিউজিল্যান্ডে more than 7 years 7 বছরের উপর আছি নিউজিল্যান্ডে আমি নিউজিল্যান্ডের resident. My wife Nadia.
Hi, I'm Nadia. I'm also come from Bangladesh, and first I came in Oamaru town. I love Oamaru. Oamaru is very keep quiet and very nice place.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Maayong hapon kaniyong tanan. That means good afternoon to everyone. I am Lot Mordino. I'm from the Philippines. We arrived in New Zealand in 2010. So basically been here for 12 years now. My husband and my 3 kids followed me after 6 months. So I came here first as a nurse. Oh my gosh, so cold. Being, I came from a tropical country, so New Zealand for us is extremely cold. Because I'm a city girl, I was born and raised in big cities in the Philippines. Oamaru was like, this is so quiet here. But in time again, we've learned to love it.
Lots of things were different. The weather, obviously. I think for the first year, our fire was going all year, including during summer.
I came here in 2015 with a working holiday visa. My idea was come here for 1 year and try new culture and new language, and after travel for the world. I met 2 weeks after I arrived here to New Zealand a Kiwi guy. And I really fall in love with him, and was like, and not too much time we make a family.
I arrived in New Zealand 15 years ago. It was 2007. It was different. It was, but at the same time, it wasn't too different. It just was the language. Very at the beginning that really that was the main they struggled with for everything, even to go to the supermarket or go everywhere. Anyway, I couldn't drive either, so that was difficult as well. I had 2 girls. Yeah.
We moved to New Zealand around 7 years ago. Before we moved here, I have been to New Zealand 2 times, I think. And so it wasn't that I'm more familiar with New Zealand. I know the language, the look, the city, so it wasn't a big surprise.
I started to adapt to the change. I had 2 girls, and that changed everything. It changed my world. That was the best thing in my life. Still. They have 6 years old now. when you come from another country, my language is Spanish, and you need to learn again, and it's hard because you lost yourself. It's like you can't be yourself, so take you lots of time come back to be you, and the people meet you like you who you are. So yeah, but yeah, it was a challenge, but yeah, I no regret a lot the how is my life today, yeah, here.
It's really a different culture. There's lots of differences, but we have slowly adapted to the New Zealand culture in time. Food, weather, like I said, language, people, of course.
So we arrived here at the end of October in 2019, and then, you know, we were in lockdown by March, April. So we didn't have a whole lot of time to fully acclimate. We had just moved into our house, and then we were locked down. So actually, I enjoyed it. It was kind of nice not to be busy.
It was the same for us. My husband was in working in freezing work, the essential worker, so he still go to work, and my son was 2 years old, around 2 years old that time, and we just stay at home, and I play with my son, I take care of my son.
We like to visit our family, and but can't because of this pandemic.
And New Zealand is lockdown.
Yeah, and the lockdown time is, we have one experience, like it's the next day. I mean, next day morning, evening is a lockdown time. So at the same time, we have to move our the previous house. So we have to move from them the new house, this house. So there's no one can give hand. Yeah, it's because of the lockdown. It started at 12 o'clock, so no one can help. And in the meantime, is some of my friends come and then give very good hand, and actually it's nice. We are both essential workers, so I'm working, she also working every day. So we are actually not as a lockdown at home. We are working at home in the lockdown. This is it.
Yeah.
Hong Kong have experienced SARS before. It's kind of similar to COVID, and we have an idea of already, like we have to wear masks, we have to wash our hands, that kind of things, like to protect yourself and protect others.
You know, if it's not on your front door, most people aren't going to be proactive about it. Which is why the Oamaru Pacific Island Group really took it upon themselves to address the issues of relating to vaccination, so that we could get as many in our community vaccinated as possible, because we knew the vulnerabilities that exist within our community. When we had the big vaccination drives, when we were, vaccinating over 1,000 people in a week, people could see that Pasifika people are professional, that we are capable, that we're lovely. And for those who had never had an interaction with a Pacific person before, it's a really powerful moment. And, especially for our older folks who, maybe have lived their whole lives in Oamaru, and maybe they haven't traveled, and they've seen their community around them change.
But the feeling was horrible to know my family was in Argentina, and Argentina was very bad. Too many cases, and the feeling was weird.
In our culture, it's giving hugs to people when you meet somebody or something. It's something normal, it's something common. We feel comfortable doing that in our culture. And maybe being here and not having our family, yeah, just to have the hug when you need it, when you didn't feel safe, when you didn't feel comfortable, and it was hard time. You were scared. I was scared. Scared to the unknown. Scared to don't know what was gonna happen, and because nobody knew either.
So we have video call all the time, and with the pandemic, we still video call all the time. So it was the same. And we video call. After we moved to New Zealand, it just video call with anyone we have to communicate. We live with our phone now.
What's going on, like China, all Indian and Pakistani, Bangladesh, when we see the all news, and Australia, US,
UK,
and oh my God, what's going on? When I mean, so many, like we are like, our heart is like broken, like, oh, what's going on, all world, oh my God, this is like we like very sad.
We miss family. Our family we are missing. Think about them. I mean, even all over the world, we think about every people.
Because everyone is scared. Everyone is, we don't have a lot of information about the COVID yet. So everyone is scared. We need to do all those PPE gears in the hospital. It's more heightened that time because we're dealing with something new. So we have to actually be very extra careful because, of course, especially we know that, there's lots of people who died that time. So it was a bit more difficult for me.
The first lockdown, I was away from Eva because they just came back from overseas, so they had to isolate. So I couldn't see them for some time. I couldn't see her, so that was hard to be away from them. But then the second lockdown, when she was with me, it was hard in the sense of I had to adapt. Yeah, so it was hard to juggle everything, new ways of working with a young child at home.
My parents live in the Marshall Islands, and so the Marshall Islands immediately locked down, and they actually only just reopened their borders a couple of weeks ago. When the country shut down and they really committed themselves to vaccination, I felt a lot more reassured. I was actually glad that they were stuck on a tiny atoll in the middle of the Pacific.
We were planning that time to go home to the Philippines, but we couldn't. And I think the most significant during lockdown for me was when my dad passed away. And then, and then we couldn't go home because it's every time I talk about it, it's still
I lost my dad for the COVID. So that part was hard. I think maybe it was difficult with this. Live away from them, and no idea. No can say goodbye or something, but the only thing was I think in that moment I think okay, it's not my case only, it's lots of people in the whole world. The family there was not allowed to go to the hospital, so no one was there for him, so he was alone all the time. And after 2 weeks, only was the doctors called like not all the time, so a couple days, and say what happened. And after nothing was from a call, he said no, he passed away, and nothing was. So it was a big family and very close, and no one was there was allowed to say goodbye. So that's what happened with COVID on the world. Well, I'm lucky because I have my friend here, and she was always there for me in that moment. I don't like stuck in a bad situation or bad moment. And my dad was like that. Like no, come on, move, look the positive things, and I don't know. It's how I try to live always.
She was born with some heart issues, like she had 2 holes in her heart, and her artery, like the aorta artery, like split. So in the first 6 months of life, we were like in hospital a lot, and we travel a lot, and we were in Auckland for forgot how many weeks, feel like almost a month. Something different. But now she's come up alright. But with that experience, like I do learn a lot about New Zealand. Yeah, like the system. I learned about Starship, and then it's truly amazed by what New Zealand like offer to kids, health and care. Just really touching. Like we now have really good neighbors that I'm so thankful as well. Just like when Tova was sick, when we were in hospital that few months frequently, they help us look after the house, and also came to mow our lawn and do the washing, some of them. Just really appreciate. Yeah.
We even hear neighbor, everyone, we talk each other, hi, hello, keep the distance, whatever government or law and whatever the COVID pandemic law, we follow that, and we look after each other here. And Omaru, everybody texting, Facebooking, asking how is the guys going on and any need any help or not. So something.
The people here in Oamaru and in New Zealand, the most of people is very kind, so it's easy for us make connections. I like join the migrant group. So when always they know if it's some event or picnic or something, I go and I made a face painting for the kids. And if I can help in something, I'm there for them. I really like the migrant group because it's people from all the countries. And Kiwis too.
People are very nice, very kind. Like we have the migrant group, like newcomers group, that gathering all the new people. That's how I met some friends at the beginning. And also when we have some problems, just any problem, then we can ask the migrant group.
We're very active with our multicultural program and multicultural community. We know each other, we get together, and we know earlier than pandemic. So that time we are more attractive in the pandemic time. So that time we're more closer and call each other, we text each other. So how is going on, what's going on.
Like our newcomer community, if anybody need any help, anything, they always, our neighbor and our friends and Kiwi friend, they are very helpful. If we need any help, anything, they're always with us and helping.
This is our second family here, the Filipino community. So we try our very best during those times, lockdown, times that we're able to go home to the Philippines. We try very hard to stay connected with our Filipino community as much as we can, by way of gathering, sports. The Filipino community also has a rich culture that we want you all to enjoy. So that's why we've come up with a concert. Yeah, we're all part of the cultura. Yeah. It's always a great experience to be able to share our Filipino culture. For me, yes, stressors are always there. Work is always there every day, especially because I'm in a leadership role. It's always time with my family. Like we go out in the beach, we do some small walks. We have small travels. That's the way. That's my relaxation and my indoor plans, of course. And I'm playing with our furry babies at home, because every time I come home, especially if it's a really heavy, really busy day at work, I look at my plants and it's very instantly I feel relaxed.
I'm artist, so I really like paint, and that was my thing for give to people, make happy. I paint everything in my house, the table, everything. Yeah, but and my girls love paint, so it's something that we join together.
I love to bake, and so I bake for my family, for my friends, and that's a little bit of a stress reliever for me. And my husband and I like to walk in the evenings.
We are allowed to travel. I mean, a long drive. We hang out. We take an adventure. We like actually something new. You know? So
Yeah.
we are.
We're just looking for our holiday. When our holiday coming, just go. Like
any holiday.
Every weekend. Like before we was like 2 days off, Saturday, Sunday, and Friday after work, and then go. And then
So
back
like
Sunday night. We say like this is the center. Like we can go from here. Nice place. Lake Tikapu and
Everywhere.
Queenstown. Everywhere. Like
This is the main point
main
for the go.
point.
You can go anywhere. where you
anywhere
like to.
from here to here.
We did a lot of gardening that time. So it was fun, and my son, I think we stay home a lot, and then we do a lot of gardening, and then he knows more about the plant, and he got the idea of gardening.
I guess when you're new to a place, when we have something new, I guess what I can really say is that just go out. It helps to go out, and I know it can be isolating at first, of course, that this is a new country, this is a new town, this is new, everything is new, but just remember that you will get used to it. So just go out as much as you can and find means to connect with the community in general.
And I think after COVID, I realized I used to live before COVID. I was a person you literally live in a bubble. I like in my bubble. It was only my family and my closest friends, and I didn't realize how important it is to be in contact or make friends or being involved within the community back then. But when COVID hit, and I feel like my freedom was taken away from me, and I felt like I was trapped in my house. I was trapped. I couldn't go anywhere. I had to keep social distancing from people. People was covering their faces. I felt, like my freedom was taken away from me. And it's when I realized that connections, people, that is important in my life. So after COVID, I came back. I burst the bubble. And now I'm connecting more with people, and I realize how we can't get for granted people in your life, and I don't mind to invite people to come to my house sometimes, and I have a drink, or I don't know, I just try to meet more people and mingle with more people and get involved in everything that is going on, maybe in the community, try to get involved different things that at school, for example, as well, and get to meet the parents and talk to parents, maybe outside when waiting for my daughter to come out from school, that kind of things.
It was really largely through the Oamaru Pacific Island group and my children that I really got introduced to just how many of us there are here. And that was really wonderful because even though I came from Hawaii, and Hawaii is a Polynesian state, it's of course very Hawaiian focused, as it should be. And my children have never been at a school where there were more than one Pasifika student. So it's funny that I should come all the way from Hawaii to the South Island of New Zealand to find my Pacific roots. And I've really enjoyed that, and there's a lot of pride in being a Pasifika person. And I really take it seriously that anytime I am in a meeting, at a school board meeting, or just about anywhere, that I'm very cognizant that I'm representing Pasifika. And while we are a relatively new population in Waitaki, we now represent 20% of the population here. So it's important that people understand us and that we also make it a part of who we are to be a part of our community, to make that happen. So yeah, I love it.
Before we don't know, we're busy with work and we just run with work, and we don't know my neighborhood as example, something like that. But now we know each other. We know this is the guy, this is the man, this is the person, this is the senior citizen, this is my junior citizen. Whatever we have, we know this is my friends, this is my friend's friends. So we know each other. We get together.
I think that time, or even now, I can reflect on what really are the essentials in life. Like, really, for us to live, we just need to have, family, the ones you love, food, medicine if we need to. So those are the essentials. So we have reflected. I have reflected on that.
Actually, it's like we become more closer. Before, sometimes we don't know, no chatting, no talking, nothing. Now we have everyday text, chat, call. So we become more closer.
And very kind to everyone now.
And now more kind, open heart. More open heart each other, for each other. So
I'm so excited because now I can go Bangladesh and meet my family. I already prepared to meet my family. Inshallah, this year anyhow I'm going to Bangladesh. Yeah, that's why I'm so excited to meet family. Now everything is normal life. We're back to our normal life.
We have plans to go back to the Philippines and reconnect with our family. It's really great because although we always have the social media, we do video talk, we do that all the time, it's different when you're physically able to see and hug your family.
More close, come to close, that's because we feel actually we love each other. The pandemic time, we feel actually we are busy with work, but we feel we love each other all over the people, all over the world. We love each other.
New Zealand, this is our home now. We love it here in New Zealand.
My mother, my father, my sisters, my brothers, my mother, my father, my sisters, my brothers. No matter what the weather, we know we can stick together. No matter what the weather, we know we can stick together. Hey, waka